Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Thursday edition of the Stay Cashin show. College football bowls have begun. College football playoff starts tomorrow. We got NFL this weekend. We got college basketball. I think I'm 8-2 in my last 10 college basketball bets, so we're rocking over there. We're going to talk some hockey, talk some NBA, get it all out. But before I talk about the bowl guide, which is coming out right now, I will introduce the cast of the show. Bill Rupp, how you doing, buddy?
What's up?
More than that, please. That's ridiculous intro. Some people don't know you, have never seen you, and that's how you're going to introduce yourself.
Everybody knows who I am.
Nobody knows who you are.
Everyone in the country knows who I am.
Every show, there's new people watching, and if you
They
start
they all know me. They all know me.
They have no idea who you are. So that's your first impression you want to go? You don't want to say let's go?
Hi.
You were doing let's go for like 3 straight shows. Why'd you stop? Why'd you stop?
You got me mad today.
Why did I get you mad?
Because you called me and hung up on me.
Well, I mean, you're being fucking annoying.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Okay, I was being annoying. I'm like your fucking dad.
Yeah, you're being annoying. I got so much done this week, and you're yelling at me.
You know what I mean? You know, I'm your dad. I'm gonna be like your dad. Just gonna walk out on you.
You should be.
I'm out.
I don't have a dad, so I don't know how to respect fathers.
Exactly. I'm gonna leave you like your dad left you.
Hey, listen. It won't be the first, won't be the last. Zad, what up, bro?
Oh, not much. How's it going today? How's the move going?
I got the cleaning ladies in there packing up my kitchen right now. They're doing a great job. And, I'll take full credit when they're done. I have the movers coming on Monday.
Well, and, you have the movers coming?
I do. I did it all by myself.
It's not the story we got in the pre-show. But okay.
I mean, that's bullshit. Yeah, I did everything. And then, so I'll be moving out this weekend. So it was supposed to be tomorrow. I got it backed up. Swindly G fucking swindled his way into Monday. It was a good job, Bill. I did a good job with that. So I did nothing but move everything back. That's basically what I did.
Yeah, that's the only moving you did.
I'm really good at that. I'm really good at stalling. Hoff, what up, bro?
Not much. I want to give you some kudos.
Oh, I will. Hold on. Let me stop. Okay.
You are the best NBA Cup bettor in the country.
It's amazing, right?
3 years in a row.
Yeah, and honestly, I could have got the exact final again if the Warriors didn't get fucked on the Rockets. Because the way Oklahoma City played, they might have lost to anyone in the game before that. But yes, the Milwaukee Bucks. Told you, don't give up on the Bucks. The NBA Cup is always factioned. I do no NBA betting. Do not ask for my NBA bets. I'm really good at playoff NBA, right, Hoff? Those first 3 or 4 games.
Oh,
great at it. And I'm monster at the NBA Cup. Hit the fucking winner 2 years in a row.
Just got real fast breaking. Mahomes is starting this weekend.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So
and Hollywood Brown's supposed to be back too.
Why though?
Because he's not a real human.
He's not.
He's a fucking.
He's a hybrid.
Something different than what we are.
Yeah, now I believe
he's got someone touching God.
Every time he gets hurt, he can't walk.
He has access to Jesus and God and every other fucking
Anunnaki.
Like I believe David Phelps is not a real.
What about Michael Phelps?
I'm sorry, Michael Phelps. He's really not human. Like I saw stuff on him, like his feet are like real long and skinny. His head's weird. Yeah. Like I think he's part fish.
Yeah.
So that is the only person I believe who's not really a human. And now Mahomes, I think too. I mean, he just like he couldn't even walk the other day. He couldn't walk, and now he's playing in a game. For what reason? What's the reason behind it?
He throw 5 touchdown passes.
Yeah, you guys need to look into the Anunnaki.
He's literally going to throw 400 yards and 5 touchdowns.
He's a hybrid alien.
And look like he's fresh week 1.
Yep.
Like, that's what it's going to look like.
Yeah, it's basically what Mahomes is. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe button, and on Twitter, if you were watching it live on Twitter, please hit the retweet and the like button to get it circulating. Thank you very much. But he gets hurt every time, and he walks right back on the field. Like nothing.
Crazy.
Every time.
I was looking so forward.
Hollywood Brown is back. I'm sure he won't be too heavily used in the first game. That's going to be more for the playoffs. He'll have more of an impact. And, I think he should be playing, though, Bill. I mean, they need home field advantage. One team gets a bye. So that's huge. They got to play.
Well, when they up, though,
they win the next 2. I think they could sit him on the last game, right?
No,
they don't have 2 games, right?
Can you hear Bill?
They have to win 2 to get to lock in that
you guys
number
hear
1
me?
seed.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Jeez, this thing's doing it again.
There's Tommy's great equipment at work again.
Keep talking.
So yeah. Oh, first of all, I just want to give a shout out to C-Web. Again, I am wearing his hooded sweatshirt, so I told him that I would give him a shout out. If you guys want anything from him, head over to travismatthew.com. If you want anything like this and the shirt I was wearing the other day, I told him I would give him a little shout out. It's so comfortable, bro. It's nice. It's not really thick. It's comfortable. It's good for like the other day when it was nice out, and today it's like, sitting around the house. So definitely do that. I know, Zab, you got a couple things from him also.
Yeah, I had one of his long sleeves on Monday. They're awesome. They're super nice. So, yep. Thanks, C-Web. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yep. So head on over to travismatthew.com if you want anything right now. Or hit him up at C-Web on Twitter. Tommy, I don't know where you went. Stuff's.
It's just so this is like normal now. Every show he does this.
Stuff is a joke.
Also,
I'm just going to jump right on into what I wanted to start with about Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley.
I love how much you guys struggle when I leave for 30 seconds. It's like watching
we
the
weren't
Titanic.
struggling at all. I mean, we're having a conversation.
Why can't I hear you again? I just heard you.
I don't know.
All right, Bill, go back to what you were saying.
Yeah. So Saquon Barkley.
What's going on?
Saquon Barkley needs, I believe, let me just check, 139 yards in 3 games, in the next 3 games to break the record. So if he does break the record, do you guys think that it's real because he gets an extra game, or it's not the real record because of that?
Did you say 139 yards per game or
Per game. Per game.
I thought you said in total.
Yeah, no, not just 100. Yeah, he needed less, but he got less last game. So I think it's 139 yards for the next 3 games to break the record. What do you think, Zab?
Officially, it's going to count. He's going to break the record. He has an extra game to do it. So I think it almost should be a separate page of the history books, if you want to say, because he's doing it in 1 more game. Same with Jamar Chase, who's going for the touchdown record and the yardage record. He has a whole nother game to do it. So imagine what Moss and all those guys could have done back in the day if they had an extra game. So, but all right.
By the way, if you're wondering what's happening, I can hear you, and then when I come in here, I can't.
Hoff, what do you think?
I agree with you guys a little bit, but the other thing is like Eric Dickerson told them to go break it. So he kind of insinuated that if they do it, it'll count. I mean, the guy who has the record said, "Go get it, guys," to him and Henry. If he didn't say that, then normally I would be like, nah, but he kind of said it. So he put it out there. So
I think that it's they'll make it a big deal for a few years about did they have 1 more game? But then when it gets 20 years, 10, 15, nobody's giving look at baseball. They're oh, well, you Judge broke the record, everyone's breaking the home run record. But then they're wait a minute. Back when Babe Ruth played, they only played 150 something games or 140 something games. So, when Roger Maris did it, it was done in he had more games to do it, and then Judge and them have more games to do it. So as it gets longer apart, people forget that it's in less games and they don't care anymore. So I think it'll be a big deal in the beginning. We had an extra game, blah, blah, blah. But after that, I don't think a few years goes by, nobody will be care because that's the norm now. That everyone's playing 17 games.
They're going to have 18 games.
They might be playing 18 games.
I was going to say they're talking about adding an extra game already. So at that point,
every record will be shattered.
Oh yeah.
But you got to start a new record book at that point. That's
all right. If Saquon needs say 100 yards in his last game, do they play him if they don't need the game, or do they save him for the playoffs? Because most likely they're going to have a bye, right? So they're going to have a week off anyway.
He doesn't care about that shit. So I could see him.
It's a big record, Hoff. That, the rushing record's a big. That hasn't been done in a long time. A lot of people that's big.
I understand, but he doesn't care about that stuff. He already did it once this season. He already had a chance to.
So you're saying he sits?
I would lean that he sits.
Depends on what, Zeb.
I think if he goes for, say, $180 this week, and then we'll say $150 next week, and he needs, say, 40, 50 yards, I think he plays to get that 50 yards. But if he still needs the 130, 140, I don't think he plays.
Yeah.
So I'd say what he needs on that last game is going to depend if he plays or not.
Yeah, like if he can get it in the first half, he'll probably play and then just take himself out. But
because he could break one on the first carry and just be done. So.
Yeah,
I'm with you. All right, what'd you guys think about the Monday Night Football games? Since we were here Monday and we didn't talk about the games, I thought they were pretty shitty. Both of them were bad. I didn't do too great in them. I didn't really place a lot of bets on them, but the ones I had, I don't think I did great. The Vikings just whooped ass. The Falcons are making a quarterback change now when they should have done that weeks ago. Like,
and they just won. Like, you just won. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't like good, but you just won. Like,
yeah. Well, that goes back to my argument with Fields and everything when they were 4-2 and they were winning and then they made the switch. I would have waited until they lost again, but everyone was like, it was the right time. So I don't know. I guess, now they're figuring it's the right time off a win. He still didn't play. He only had like 20 yards passing.
Yep.
And he finally got a touchdown pass. So switching now, I guess, there's only three games left in the season. You don't have to pay Tampa Bay again. All you need to do is tie their record since they have the tie break. So I guess they're figuring they have a game in hand that way. But I don't know. With 3 weeks left, now you make the move.
Are you talking about the Falcons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Tom? Yeah.
I think you should have done it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You can't do it now. You can't do it now. That's retarded. I mean, it's going to take them a game or two to get comfortable. I mean, it's the Giants, so I mean, you can make the argument that if you're going to give them a game, give them the game this game. But I mean, that's a very risky move, especially when you went the whole year saying that he wasn't going to play. And you do have, kind of two cupcake matchups out of the next three that even Cousins should be able to beat the Giants in Carolina.
All you have to do is tie, like I said, because you have the game. You beat Tampa twice, so it's like an extra win basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
listen, it's really risky. The problem is they're running the wrong offense.
Yes.
Like they're running the complete wrong offense for him. He's a play-action quarterback, and they're not running play-action. And they have two of the best backs in the NFL behind him where play-action would thrive. So you took a guy who does 70% of his production out of play-action, like Darnold. If you look at Darnold's stats in Minnesota under O'Connell, he's amazing out of play-action, and his stats drop off a cliff when they're not in play-action, and he's terrible under pressure. So they're doing the wrong offense with him. They built this offense for Penix. Because Penix is not an under-center quarterback, obviously. These college quarterbacks live out of the shotgun. So they built the offense for Penix. They're putting Cousins in it. The thing I don't understand, Bill, we didn't understand it in the offseason. Why did you give him 4 years, $180 million, when you have a top quarterback? Like, were you planning on sitting Penix for 5 years?
Yeah.
I mean, the only value on his deal is in the first 3 or 4 years until he starts getting max quarterback money. So, I mean, I would understand signing Cousins for any amount of money for 1 year, right? If they want to give him $50 million for 1 year, you got Trevor Lawrence and Dak Prescott and Kyler Murray getting $50 million. So you want to give him 50 for one and then move 4 years was insane. They're fucked now because I think they can get off the hook for a lot of the back too. But what are you doing?
Yeah, some things just don't make sense.
I mean, if you're going to bring in Cousins, you got to run the offense that Cousins runs. Like, you can't just – this is what all these coaches do. That's why the Jets organization is a complete shit show. Offensive coordinators who basically expect the quarterback to adjust to their offense.
Especially when your quarterback can literally not move.
Tony, not only does Kirk Cousins, has he just ripped the NFL off for years.
He's made so much money.
Dude,
it's
amazing. He should go to the Players Union Hall of Fame.
He is, dude. He's like the fucking best.
He's the Players Union Hall of Fame.
3 years and 3 games left, and he doesn't even have to play now.
I mean, dude, he
should be head of the Players Association.
The Players Association.
Whoever his agent is.
Yeah.
I mean, Boris. Fuck that. This guy's a fucking genius.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's been doing this his whole career. Let me see who his agent is.
Danny Bananas, you may be right. The Eagles may be playing for that 1 seed because now Minnesota also is up there, so it might not matter. so they might have to play Barkley anyway. But we'll see.
Mike McCartney is his agent. How is he not the agent? How is
Mike
he not?
McCartney? I mean,
He should be Scott Boras.
Yes, you should be everyone's agent because you haven't gotten Kirk Cousins the most money. I mean, he's got to be top ever in the NFL, right?
I mean, he's probably made.
What's his career earnings?
Bill made me guess the other day. I think I guessed $400 million. What was it, Bill?
I don't remember.
Earnings, Bill?
It was close to that.
Yeah, I gotta look. I don't remember what his career
Hold on. Let me see. I'll go to Spot Track. They usually have it all.
Yeah, they're good with that.
Let me see. Summary. I mean, it's just insane, dude. You just look at these numbers right now. 2025, he's going to make 20. He's a $40 million cap hit next year. And $57 million cap hit in 26, 57 in 27. But I think the team has an option to get out of a lot of that. If I'm not mistaken.
$294,169,000 in his career.
Over how many years?
13 years.
Dude, he's been making $20 million a year since 2016.
And this is
that? Or more. Like now everyone's making that, but he signed a 1-year deal for $20 million on the franchise tag in 16, $24 million in 17, $28 million a year on 3 years in 18 through 20. $33 million a year till 22, $35 million in 23, and he's making fucking 25 and 40 and 40. Like, guy's won one playoff game in his life.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable, and he's smart. He keeps locking in the 1 and 2 year deals.
Yeah,
like that's what happens. Because he knows it keeps jumping and jumping and jumping.
Yep, because there's no other quarterbacks who are competent in the NFL who can win them games. And he's been winning. Like, he wins basically wherever he goes. He's a very good regular season quarterback, up until these last few games, which I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
It's his ankle.
He's got to have some type of real
Achilles
injury,
too, right?
Yeah. He's got to have some type of bad injury because he's
I think he just didn't. You look at Rodgers, dude. I mean, Rodgers literally missed the whole season last year. I think Cousins played half the season last year, right? Cousins played half the season.
Yep.
So he had 8 weeks less of recovery time than Rodgers, right? Mm-hmm. So because Rodgers was out week one, he was out week 9, right? So Rodgers had an extra 8 weeks of recovery time. And Rodgers has looked good the last 2 or 3 weeks. I don't care what anyone fucking says.
No, he has. He's looked better.
He's literally got like 11 touchdowns and 1 interception.
That's why I said the Jets are keeping him next year.
Yeah, now he's done enough in the last 2 or 3 games where the Jets have to keep him and see what's going on.
I'm telling you.
But if you look at it, Bill.
Yeah, Bill's probably right now.
He just got good in the last 4 games.
You're right.
And he's on an 8-week stretch. So Cousins may be fine in 3 or 4 weeks if you just judge it off Rodgers because they had a similar injury.
And now you're going to give Rodgers a whole healthy offseason? Like, he hasn't had that. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, Rodgers definitely staying with the Jets now. Especially after what just came out with Woody Johnson's son. Have you guys talked about that yet?
No.
I mean, there's a 17-year-old running the Jets.
I mean,
we said
that. How are we not running a team? What the fuck is going on?
There's a 17-year-old kid.
We said that weeks ago.
We did, but it's official now. Now they have details as to what he's doing. So he literally, players in the locker room leaked to Diana Rossini that Woody Johnson's 17-year-old son, which is in like Yale or Dartmouth or one of those fucking skull and bones.
And first of all, he has a 17-year-old son.
He's like 100 years old.
He's 77 years old.
Is he 77? I mean, Jesus
he's
Christ.
77.
So he had the kid at 60, right? So his 17. Have you heard this, Ab? What just came out?
Yeah, the Judy stuff.
17-year-old son told his father last year that the Jets shouldn't get Judy because of his Madden rating. So they didn't get Judy because of a Madden rating from a 17-year-old kid. He took the game ball when Ulrich won his first game, and Aaron Rodgers was holding it to give it to the interim coach, and he grabbed another game ball, the 17-year-old kid, grabbed another game ball in the locker room and gave it to Garrett Wilson because he made that one-handed catch to win the game and started, as it said, an expletive-driven fucking speech to the team. And then Woody Johnson took the other game ball and gave it to Ulrich, so Rodgers was just standing there like this. So there was players on the team who said it was the most embarrassing, mortifying, brutal, cringeworthy thing we've ever seen. Supposedly, he calls players. So free agents, he has him on the phone talking to the players to find out what their skill sets are. He's involved in the draft. I mean, this kid's 17. Like, here's the problem with the Jets. When I told you, Bill, that organizations like the Raiders, the Jets, the Browns, they always are going to suck because of their owners, right? The Cowboys, their owners are screwing them nonstop. So it doesn't matter what player you get in, what lineman you get in, what quarterback you get in. That culture sucks. And the problem with the Jets is this kid's going to inherit the Jets in fucking 5 years. So this fucking bumbling idiot is literally – so the Jets are fucked for like decades.
Well, you guys are never winning.
No, because we've had Woody Johnson the whole time.
Yeah, you're done.
I mean,
Yeah,
so
now-
that just it shows you another thing, just to end on this. It doesn't only show you how stupid this little kid is and how a little kid is doing this, but it shows you how stupid Woody Johnson is that he's leaning on a 17-year-old kid. That shows you Woody Johnson knows
Yeah,
absolutely
but tell me,
nothing.
he's a brilliant businessman. I mean,
That's
him and
great.
his
That
brother,
doesn't make you a football
him and his
player.
brother take Q-tips and baby powder, and they're fucking billionaires.
Yeah, by scamming the country on fucking pharmaceuticals.
Now he's yelling.
Father, and then his father, and he's basically Woody Johnson's fucked everything up business-wise that you could.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
He's
everything.
not a good businessman. His
No.
father was, his grandfather was.
They're
Johnson,
all
Johnson.
bloodlines, right?
Yeah.
It's all come down from the top. Woody
He's
Johnson
an idiot.
didn't start Johnson & Johnson. The grandfather and the father did.
Yeah, but
Woody
it's
Johnson
still
took it
been
over.
going on.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
he's-
look at how many
he hasn't
lawsuits
fucked
they've
that
had.
up.
You see how many lawsuits J&J has had?
It's a public company, man. It's got a board of directors to make all the decisions. Woody Johnson, if you look at what he's done over the past 30 years business-wise, he's a moron.
Horrible. He's
Yeah.
a moron. He's an absolute moron. And I mean, the Jets are. How are you a Jets fan, right?
Yeah, I don't even like his
Are we
talk.
any of us Jets fans anymore? Yeah, I mean, it's like, but we're fucked forever with this kid now.
Yeah. And if you look at Woody Johnson over the past, they did a thing. They did a timeline over the 20 years of different decisions that were made. And this guy's basically, it's almost like he's Satan, man. He's done everything that you possibly can to fuck up everything. I mean, he's a nightmare.
I think he is Satan because he's also fucking killing the whole world with his pharmaceuticals. So,
Yeah. By the way, if you remember, when all those vaccines came out, Johnson & Johnson was like the one you could
the
get.
first one with all the problems. Yeah.
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 No, you could get that if you went up to the Hustler Club. You could get a bottle of Dom, a fucking COVID shot, and a blowjob for like $98.
Listen, all I know is his baby powder keeps my balls nice and fucking.
Yeah, that's the one good thing. They got good baby powder,
They do
good
have good
talcum.
baby powder. I mean, it's just been fixed. Dude, you know why the Jets have probably sucked for the last 17 years? This kid's probably been calling the shots since he was 3. So, I mean, this is a disaster.
Dude, I heard that. When I read that today on the Madden football, I'm just like, it actually makes sense.
Yeah, now everything makes sense now.
It
right?
makes
like
sense.
everything makes sense because
Yeah.
the richer you are and the more spoiled you are, the more control you want. And then certain situations you want no control, and then certain you want all of them, right?
Yeah.
Like if a millionaire, a billionaire knows anything, he wants to be all in. If he knows nothing, he passes it off to someone else. There's no
yeah.
in the middle. So,
He's
I
a
mean,
nightmare.
Jesus, what
Nightmare.
a fucking disaster this team is. I mean, this is upset. Stacey just said, Bill's so fucked. Stacey just said, don't they have a bunch of cancer lawsuits for their baby powder?
Bill's fucking balls.
Actually, they
Bill's
do.
got ball
Yeah.
cancer.
Bill's
do.
balls are gonna fall off.
Yeah, my balls are nice.
Yeah,
He's
they're
had
nice,
two,
nice
now
and
he's got
tumor
six.
filled. Those aren't balls. You have 2 huge
Baby
tumors
powder.
under your fucking cock.
Yeah, those are BBs.
So since we got Howie here, I want to talk about the Ryan Clark McAfee situation.
Hey.
We'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow's a bigger show. I want to make sure everyone's on it for that. So we'll leave that for right now. I got a lot to say about that fucking fraud Ryan Clark. So we'll go after him tomorrow. But I do want to get to the big promotion that we have going on right now. As you guys know, we're up 153 units, me and Howie, over the last 3 years with our College Bowl Guide. The College Bowl Guide is out. It includes, let me pull it up here so we can give you an actual. It is 12 pages, 15 pages right now, but 12 of content. So far, we have the breakdown and plays for the game tonight, which we'll go over on here for you live for free. Let me break it down right here. Here it is. All right. So we have the Betting Bowl Guide strategy, which includes literally all the things you need to know going into bowl season. This is pretty generic based on, year by year motivations for teams, opt-outs, key players, unfamiliar opponents, et cetera, et cetera. we go into the 2024 college football playoff breakdown. We have a long breakdown for that, breaking down each team's strengths and weaknesses. The first round matchups we have, breaking down the strengths and weaknesses of each team, and then some advantages that may come a little matchup edge. Then we're going to give you the national championship trends. So I listed about 5 or 6 trends that almost every national championship team has, so that you can do your futures. And then the daily bets for every single game, which include my breakdown, Howie's breakdown, my bets, and Howie's bets. You're going to be getting that for the low price of $49. It's $69. We're giving it to you guys for $49 right now. So you can get in there, take advantage of that. Go to the link in my bio on Twitter, at Tommy G Wins Again. We'll be putting out a tweet. Howie will be putting out a tweet shortly after the show. But you can go in there and click that. $49. It also includes a free week, so you'll get that too. So you'll get that in there also. But Howie, this is a fun bowl season. I'm 2-0 already to start the bowl
got
season.
Notre Dame in there.
Shut up, Bill. I'm 2-0 already to start the bowl season, ready to rock. So West Virginia and UNLV. And tonight, me and Howie are on the same side on this bowl game. And we've already talked through a bunch of the ones coming up, and we're on the same side on a lot of these games as we usually are. So we're going to kill it again this year, Howie, and it's already started.
Yeah, I like the setup right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, Bill, I actually, believe it or not, I like Notre Dame in the first game.
Got to. It's going to be a spanking.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
I told you last time when you bet your life savings. I'm telling you again this time. They're going to run all over them. Their offensive line is superior. They will run all over Indiana. They'll be up by 14 at halftime. They'll win probably by 21.
Listen, I will be on Indiana in that game for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, that's a lot.
No, you're gonna be by yourself because I'm with Bill.
Listen.
Don't
I
embarrass
I
yourself
sat
again.
there with
Robbie.
Bill while you were smoking cigs all over the fucking.
I mean,
Yup.
listen,
And I
Horvath had
watched.
one finger. Horvath had one finger. I'm not taking that out. They did spank Army, but this ain't Army. Indiana's a different team. But that will be a fun game. That's a game I'm actually excited about. That won't be a big bet for me because
They played the same schedule as Lawrence.
Yeah, I won't be. It won't
yeah,
be
I
a
don't
big-
love the game. I don't love
Yeah,
that
it won't be a
game.
big bet. That's a good game. That's a game I really want to watch.
Yeah.
And we're going to learn a lot from. That's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So on the Stay Cashin show tomorrow, me and Howie will break down the Ohio Jacksonville State, Tulane, Florida, and Indiana Notre Dame game. Not going to give you too much for Saturday on tomorrow's show. You're going to have to buy the guide. So we're really just going to go over 1 or 2 games tomorrow and today. And then we got a shit ton of games on Saturday: Tennessee, Ohio State, Texas, Clemson, SMU, Penn State. So get the bowl guide and include. It's basically the free week's for $40. So it's basically $9.
There's
for the
NFL
guide.
on Saturday too, mixed in too. So
Yeah, yeah, tons of stuff. It's a great weekend for sports.
Everything.
Yeah.
So that includes of all access VIP. So let's talk about the game tonight, Howie, to kick this off. We had you good? Yeah, you just crap that. We had the game. Actually, let's recap the games last night. So last night we had UNLV in California. That was a pretty boring fucking game.
Yeah.
UNLV came through and won it. I didn't bet the James Madison Western Kentucky game. I wanted to hit it live. I just kept missing the pull on it, and should have. So I had no play on that. But anything you took from yesterday's games that we need to move forward? Both low scoring.
But what you're finding out is these teams that quarterbacks are missing the games or sitting out or transferring, whatever. You got to watch those because, you take a backup QB and put him in a situation and it changes the whole offense.
Yeah, and we got a situation like that tonight with this Sam Houston game. Not necessarily the quarterback, but a lot of players missing.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for bowl games, guys, and keep in mind, in our guide separates us from everyone else. Ours is a living, breathing document. Me and Howie don't do these write-ups a week before. We do the write-ups the night before for the game. So that way you're going to get the most current news. There's no point in writing something up 3 days ago if 2 days later a quarterback's going to fucking hit the portal and you're fucking meaningless on the whole write-up. So everything is current. The plays go out a couple hours before the game, sometimes the night before, but everything is up to date in that guide. So make sure you keep checking on it. Tonight's game, Howie, one of your favorites, Georgia Southern there. You love all these Georgia teams. Going against Sam Houston State. This game's at 7 o'clock Eastern. Georgia State's sitting at like minus fucking, I don't know what the line is everywhere. It's changing it's all over the place. Like minus.
Yeah, it
12
went from minus 6.5 down to minus 2.5. Now it's minus 3.5.
Yeah,
It looks like it's
it
going
up
back
to
up.
4 in some spots. It's all over.
Yeah.
There's a reason it's all over. We'll tell you about it in a minute. But what do you think on this game tonight, Howie?
I just look. The bottom line is you got Sam Houston's coach. He goes to Temple. Obviously, he's bringing some of these players because some of these guys are sitting out. There's one linebacker, I think, and a D-back that haven't even announced it yet. It's 50-50 on whether they're playing. They haven't announced it. but they're going to have some guys sitting out. And Sam Houston, good team. They score. They don't have a great defense. They don't have a great passing defense, and that's what Georgia Southern does. I mean, this kid's a good QB. He's got 4 or 5 solid receivers. I just think Georgia Southern is going to score 35, 40 points and probably win by a touchdown or two.
All right, so you like the over too?
Yeah.
All right, I'm on. So let me just give you some analysis. I just wrote this up a little bit ago, so I'll read some of this. But Georgia Southern, obviously French, we know, 2,600 yards, 16 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 66% completion percentage. Good quarterback over there for Gasso. The big thing for me, though, this isn't really a bet on Gasso is Georgia Southern. That's in case those of you don't know. So Gasso, not really on them as much, Howie, as I am against Sam Houston.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Sam Houston is fucked in this game, man.
Yes.
They got a lot going on. They have 19 players right now that are supposedly not going to play, including their coach who left for Temple, including their 2 running backs.
Yeah.
So, when you look at the team, Sam Houston, Watson is their whole team basically, right? He's their quarterback. He's also he's also the leading rusher. So he's got 1,600 through the air, 11 touchdowns, 8 picks. He's not a very good passer. He's below average passing quarterback. But he's got 620 and 7 touchdowns on the ground on 150 carries, right? So this is the engine. But Howie, their other 2 backs, Ducker and McKinney, 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns are missing from the backfield in this game. So now it's literally all Watson. I think the next running back that's starting is like 80 yards on the year. And then on defense, they're missing their number 1 tackler. They're missing their leading pass rusher. And like 12 other fucking guys on defense.
Yeah, 2 linebackers.
Yeah, this team is just abused, and their coach, right?
Yeah.
So this is one of those situations where can Sam Houston win this game? Of course. But if you have a handicap on any of these guys who are going to be playing, good luck. The only thing you can say is Georgia Southern, this game's pretty much even if they were full strength.
Yeah.
Like if they were full strength, I may lead Sam Houston even by a little bit. But with all these injuries and the coach and all, you have to just bet Gasso on this.
Well,
So.
also, if you look at when these 2 conferences play each other, they played 18 times. I think in bowl games in the Sun Belt's 112. I mean, I just think
we like the Sun Belt too. Me and you are
it's
big
a better
Sun Belt
conference.
fans. Yeah.
They win bowl games.
Yeah, Sun Belt always does well in the bowls, no matter who you're looking at there. So, and we already got James Madison, right? So,
they did.
I like this game a lot. Obviously, the line's 4. You could lay the points. I like Florida tomorrow against Tulane to win the game. So I'm basically just making this easy. I'm doing a max bet on Georgia Southern money line, and I'm just pairing it with Florida money line because I don't really want to lay the points tomorrow against Tulane. So that's my bet, minus 109. And I think, Howie, you paired the money line with the over, right?
Yeah, I brought it down to 40.5 from 48.5. So I took the money line in the over. I think you get plus 111.
It's plus 107, plus 111, whatever it is there. Yeah. So basically, we're both on a Georgia Southern money line as far as a prop perspective or anything like that. This is really a tough game to handicap outside of just saying Georgia Southern can win because there's so many variables on the Sam Houston side of the ball. We can give a quick little overview, though, Howie, as far as the college football playoff. What do you think? How do you think this ends up? Who do you think wins it all?
Can I add something before you switch?
Yeah.
Jalen White over 65.5 rushing yards.
White?
For Gasso.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Because without their linebackers, he should be able to rush all day on that defense. So
yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be going to the Sam Houston quarterback Watson from a rushing perspective because they're missing so many guys. But keep in mind, in college football, sacks count against your rushing yards. So that's worrying me a little bit because if they know he's the guy, they should be fucking blitzing nonstop.
If they key on him, you know, he goes back and loses 11, 12 yards. That can screw you.
Yeah, and those running quarterbacks tend to take bigger sacks too because they could evade the first guy and then they lose 5 more yards on their way backwards.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, White would probably be the play. It's tough from a receiving prop perspective for Gasso too because you got Burgess, Dallas, and what's the other kid's name? Cobb.
Cobb's the guy I like.
They all have 40 catches. They all have 500 yards, and they all have 3+ touchdowns. So the props 47, 43, and 45. So these guys are a 3-headed monster, which is what I like in this spot too. If one of them gets hurt, you still got 2 others. Yeah. But I'm really just betting the side here, and then I do like the rushing though. What did you say? You like Cobb?
Yeah, I like Cobb. Cobb, yeah, he's good, he's solid.
All right, so that's the breakdown of the game here. What do you think of who wins this thing?
Which game was it? The
college football playoff. Who wins the whole?
Hey, listen. I mean, I got Boise State at plus 15,000.
Mhm.
I got Notre Dame at plus 1,500. I think they're down to like plus 700 now. I like looking at this whole thing right now. I mean, Notre Dame has a good shot, especially the way the brackets are set up. If they get by that first game, they could get to the finals. Now, with this being said, Tommy, if University of Georgia sticks with this backup QB, they're going to be tough to beat. I mean, if Georgia sticks with this QB and they don't go back to the what's his name,
Beck.
Yeah, if they don't go back to back,
shit.
no. But and this backup came in. He can run. He can pass. The offense loves him. If they stick with this kid,
Do you think they're gonna though?
Huh?
Do you think they're gonna?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm going right back.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if they go back to Carson Beck, I don't see Georgia.
I mean, I don't know. How much more do you need to see to know that that's a bag of shit?
This all year long.
The backup was clearly better.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
yes,
and that was the thing. That was the point when I knew our bet might be in trouble because we had Texas and they were dominating, and then all of a sudden the backup came in. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Because we were betting against Carson Beck. We weren't betting on Texas.
That kid lit it up, man. He can run. He can pass. They like him.
It's funny because in that game, I truly feel in the Texas-Georgia game, both backups are better than the starters. Obviously, Arch Manning versus Stockton would have been a better game than Beck versus Ewers.
Yeah, Arch Manning. He'll be at Carolina next year.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what they do. But I think he outproduced Beck in like 2 drives. Right. So
yeah,
I'm on Oregon in this, although they have which is kind of fucked up, right? Like Oregon's the number 1 seed and has the toughest draw in round 2. They face the winner of Ohio State, Tennessee, right? So no matter who wins that, they have a tough matchup coming up.
I'd love to see Boise win 1 game and just make it interesting.
Well, I mean, they may because I think SMU may be Penn State.
I think they will. I think they will be.
So you may be looking at Boise, who's not one of the top teams of the Oregon, Georgia. They may be getting SMU.
That'd be beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how they set this thing up. It seems kind of fucked up. If you get an upset anywhere, Oregon's getting fucked. But
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
Bill, what do you think of Notre Dame's winning it all?
I told you from the beginning, a great shot to go. Georgia's not good, bro. We've seen them all year.
Yeah,
not good. And I think they blow by Indiana. I don't think Indiana's gonna be able to stop the running game.
Listen, the winner of the Georgia, Notre Dame, or Indiana game obviously is going to be facing either Penn State, Boise, or SMU. So they're not going to be facing a powerhouse in the next one, no matter who wins. So the path is a lot lighter on the bottom. At the top, you're looking at I don't like this seeding. I don't like what they're doing, how they're giving the conference winners to top 4 seeds.
They're going to make a lot of changes.
Yeah, they have to.
Hey, I'll give you want a long shot. You want an underdog that could easily win this whole thing is Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee could win the whole thing. They have the players. They got enough NFL prospects on that team on both sides of the ball.
I just hate their path. I mean, they're probably going to have to play Ohio State, definitely, then Oregon, then probably Texas.
I don't think Ohio State's that good, though.
No, I don't either. I think they get by Ohio State.
Oregon,
but going to Oregon next, and then Texas after that, and then Georgia or Notre Dame or whoever in the final. It's a tough road.
It is, but
whereas you look at fucking Penn State or any SMU, they're going to go Boise. Oh, you can keep those. Yeah. We keep those. Yeah. Yeah. Take them with us. Yeah. You look at the other side of the bracket. You may get a Penn State or an SMU team that gets Boise, Notre Dame final compared to Oregon, Texas final. Yeah. So I think it's a little more wide open than people think. Do you think there's going to be a bunch of upsets early on?
I mean, if people think Tennessee beating Ohio State is an upset, I don't. I think that
spread's retarded.
It's. I love it. I think
it's so high. Yeah,
we can make some money on it. You can make some money on it.
I'm gonna be dog hunting almost the whole weekend outside of maybe Texas.
Yeah. I mean, look at I love the dogs in this in the opening week.
Yeah. So this is going to be an interesting tournament. We'll see, and then we got all the bowls on top of that, which no one's really talking about because that's actually a good thing for us. Because if you look right now, what happens normally, you do have some sharp people in college football more than other sports, right? Like if you watch the SEC channel, the Big Ten channel, if you watch the college football analysts are the best analysts in all sports. The NFL ones are terrible. Yeah. These guys are good because they really just focus on their conference, and they're 75-year-old dudes who, been in this forever. So you get some good information. The beauty of it now, all these shows are talking about nothing but CFP. So the regular people aren't going to have a lot of information that we're going to be able to give you in the guide as we're breaking down
No,
these
and
smaller games that no one's talking about.
And the money to be made is not in the college playoffs.
No,
it's in the bowls.
It's in the bowls.
In
It's
the
always
bowls.
in the bowls. Yeah.
Yeah.
The bowls is the easier money. These are the teams no one focuses on. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia Southern moves up to like 5 or 6 by kick. You know,
that's what I said. I
any
just did the
sharp
write-up.
bettor's got to be coming in late and finding out this information and moving on top of it.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
and I mean, in another one too, you got Florida tomorrow -10. That line's going to be 12 or 13 by
Yeah,
kickoff.
I got Florida in the parlay today just because that thing's going to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Florida's going to probably
Absolutely.
roll them. All right, so we'll break down tomorrow's games on tomorrow's show. Same bat time, same bat channel. Let's go into some college basketball here. Howie Dewey. Pulling up my record.
Tomorrow, Tommy, there's a game at 12.
Yeah, there's one at noon.
I have a play for that.
All right.
Jacksonville State.
In the Ohio, Jacksonville State game. I'm taking Anthony Tyus over 88.5 rushing yards. He's gone over that in the last 3 games pretty easily. You can actually get 80 for -156 on FanDuel. So I don't hate that either if you want to parlay it and you don't want to lay the 88.5.
That's a good play. That's a good play because number one, Jacksonville State. That's the one thing they give up is yardage on the ground.
Yeah.
And Ohio is coming down there, and I think they run all over them.
I think they run all over.
This game should shoot because Jacksonville State plays a fast pace, right?
Yeah.
Like they're going no huddle, hurry up. So I've been making a lot of money this year on touchdown props between Stewart and Huff. So I'll definitely be having some props on this game. It's gonna be a fun game to start at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So make sure you get in on that. Let's move over here, Howie, to what is this? What's new? Get out of that. Let's move over to college basketball while we're on the topic here. Last night I went 3-2. The day before that went 3-0. So 6-2 in college basketball last 2 days. Told Bill, what was that? 3 days ago, Bill. I told you I feel like I'm there now. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm in. I feel like college basketball season has started.
Yeah,
We're getting live bets. I'm on it. I've seen every team play a few times. I have my power rankings done, and we're getting towards conference play now. So, what do you like tonight, Howie Dewey, in college hoops?
Like one game. I like University of Buffalo.
It's been a lot of bad slates, hasn't there?
Yeah. Tonight is, but I just
a lot of it. Last couple of days were too.
I just like Buffalo. They're going to, I can't remember, but they're plus 27.5, and they'll probably lose by 18, 19. Mm-hmm. I like that one game.
Okay. Yeah. Tonight's slate is very. It's weird. The last few, I've been able to pick out like 1 or 2 games I really like that have been winning, but like I don't know what they're doing. Are they just holding all the games for Saturdays now? Like it seems like there's no ranked teams playing, and there's a lot of just shit matchups right now.
It's weird because, Friday used to be just the Ivy Leagues. You're seeing better games on Fridays.
Yeah, they're playing a lot on Friday now. It used to be all Ivy.
Yeah, and you're seeing more, I think, more games on Sunday, which is but look, I think another week, then you'll start seeing it across the board. Usually it's the 3rd week of December.
Right. So we're seeing it. So I like Lindenwood a little bit versus Tennessee Tech on the money line. That is -140. And I had another play up here. Where's the other one? I'll save the other play for the subscribers. You're getting a week free anyway by buying the ball guide. So getting that. But do have some awesome college basketball games coming this weekend now that it's going. So
great.
Do you like it the way they're doing it or no?
I mean, it's working out okay. I mean, here's the difference, and I think this is why they're doing it. You gotta have 20 to 30 new Division I teams.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm looking at
a lot of no lines on a lot of those games. Yeah.
I had Mercyhurst over Binghamton last night, and then Albany. These are teams I played against when I was in college, and like they're all D1 now. It's bizarre. I mean, you just said it, Lindenwood. Who the fuck is Lindenwood?
Exactly.
I mean, so you have so many.
So if you see Lindenwood favored, you should take it.
What about Bob Jones?
Bob Jones been getting smacked. Bob Jones been getting smacked all around.
He's only one player.
He's playing 1-on-5 though. He's playing 1-on-5, so you can't blame Bob. But
you just got. So I think that's what it is. You have so many of these. I looked the other night and I went right down the first like 10 games, and I'm like, Kennesaw State used to be Division II, and I'm like, Mercyhurst, are you kidding me? Then Binghamton, Albany, they were D3. There's just tons of Bellarine.
That's my boys, Bellarine.
A team that I like, Grand Canyon.
Yep, another one.
they play no D. They play what? That's
They're the
Bryce.
most fun to watch, though. They're
Oh,
fucking games
Bryce
like
Drew. Bryce
95,
Drew doesn't
90.
care.
He don't
He
give
plays a
fuck.
1-2-2 zone. They give up
No.
points, but they just
He-
dunk and shoot
He
threes.
does not give a fuck.
No.
Yeah, I love
So
it.
there's just so many teams that you kind of really got to do some research on to find out, do they slow? A lot of these teams are slowing it down. I mean, it's wild. You know who else I like tonight? I think I like North Alabama. I think they're playing tonight.
I found the other one. I like Oakland. So
Oh,
I went
okay,
Oakland,
yeah.
Oakland tonight -120.
Yeah, they played Michigan State there 2 nights ago.
Alabama plays Charleston Southern tonight.
That's it. Yeah, I like North Alabama. I think they smack. I think
-9. They're
minus
-9.
9. Yeah, I think they win by double digits.
Yeah. So nothing else on there, right? Good weekend of college basketball, but nothing really here.
Yeah, no. Tonight's
pretty shitty. Tomorrow,
games.
actually, shockingly, we got Dayton as a dog tomorrow at home. Let me just make sure they are home in that game. I'm not reading this wrong. It seems a little interesting. They got a long home winning streak, 23 straight games. Yeah, that's home. So,
Who are they playing?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati is loaded this
I
year,
know.
but I can't bet against Dayton at home.
I mean, how do you go against Dayton with 24 straight or something like that?
No, they got one of the best point guards in the country.
We slammed them on Saturday. That was the Saturday we had a rough start and then slayed the afternoon after.
Yeah, Dayton.
And Dayton was
good.
Hit it live and they won the game outright, but snuck a game out the other day too. But yeah, that's shocking to see them 3.5-point dog at home. So
Now you look at that conference, and I mean, it looks to me like St. Bonaventure and Dayton are the two teams to beat.
and that arena is going to be rocking. Cincinnati, Dayton, that's a big rivalry.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that place is going to be fucking jacked up. So
Yep.
that will be a little sneak preview, and I know Howie will be on St. John's probably tomorrow. So we'll talk about that on tomorrow's show and give a couple bets. St. John's team's good, man.
They're good.
Yeah, and
They are.
Yeah, so
They're solid. And I mean, it was funny to see Georgetown just smack the shit out of Creighton last night. And I had guys ask me, they're like, yeah, but you don't. I said, let me tell you something. I've seen Creighton play 3 times. It's the worst defensive team that I've ever seen Creighton have. They don't play any D. And Georgetown just abused them.
Yeah, this is that time of year, though, right before you get up to, the big games where you'll see, like, one of those one-off, like, what the fuck just happened, right?
Yeah.
But I stayed off that game last night, but, yeah, I was surprised to see that, too. I didn't
Yeah.
think that was going to be happening. So we'll be breaking this all down tomorrow for you guys. Go click the link in the description on the YouTube page or the link in my Twitter and go get access to the bowl guide. $49, includes a $40 week, so it's basically a $9 guide for you guys. We are going to smash it. Me and Howie will be working tirelessly all until the middle of January because the bowl season goes longer now, obviously. We'll be in there every day, every night. We get on the phone every night. We talk amongst ourselves, figure out a game plan. So it comes out to like $1 a game. Right? It was like fucking 40-something games. Buy the guide. Buy the guide. Go click it, buy the guide. And then you'll get access to the Discord, too, so you'll see everything in there with the live bets. How we do? Anything else?
Oh, man, that'll do it.
All right, my brother.
Go
Talk
Southern.
to you later, bro.
All right, man.
All right,
Later.
later. All right. You guys do some NBA while I catch my breath.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I should say, I did throw in, I didn't even realize this. I must have done this drunk that night. Hoffman, I threw in a parlay. Milwaukee Bucks to win the NBA Cup, Oregon to win the national championship, and Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
That's great.
It pays like $40,000.
That's a great one.
Yeah, I would like Oregon to win the championship.
Yeah,
That
I
would
mean
be great.
that's
Maybe.
And then Kansas City to get the bye. Then I'll have time to hedge.
isn't it amazing?
Yeah, that would be nice. Go Bucks. My Bucks are back.
They
So,
might be back.
NBA Cup. Guys, buried the Bucks. I told you they're a playoff team. Focus on they're back. Are they back? Or did they go
They're
back
back.
to fucking putting it in neutral now?
They're back.
They're back? Bucks are back?
Yeah, no, they're back.
All right, Bucks
Yeah,
are
I've
back.
been playing well.
Yeah, and I did.
But
Good call on Lopez,
but-
Bill.
But
Yeah.
at the end of the
I
day,
said Lopez is the key that makes that engine that makes that car run.
Yeah, I had his prop. I laddered him up to 15. He ended it with 13, so it was
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
But he got his total was 8.5. We laddered plus 10, so we got the first ladder, and we just missed it by a shot. But yeah, as long as he gets over his prop, they win.
That's what I've been telling everyone. I mean, obviously I don't know that much about the NBA, but I know the couple teams that I follow closely. And Brook Lopez, if he gets double digits, that team pretty much always wins, right? Because he gets a lot. If you look, the 2 NBA Cup games, 13 and 16. You look at the 4 regular season games before that, 3, 5, 5, and 5. Like it's like the guy's only trying in the fucking up. But
No, well, when you put some money up,
and dude, how about the comments?
start to try.
What was the kid on the Oklahoma City? Jalen, whatever the fuck his name is. Dude, did you hear him in the post game?
No, what do you say?
I mean, they had him and SGA sitting next to each other. And I don't know how this wasn't like headline news. I happened to be watching it after the game, and everyone just kind of like glossed over it. But this is literally everything that's wrong with the NBA. Jalen Williams and is Williams, right? Jalen Williams?
Yeah,
Jalen Williams and SGA are sitting next to each other. They asked them about the blowout, embarrassing loss to the Bucks in that spot. SGA is like, we got to be better as a team, blah, blah, blah. Says all the right things, right? They go to Jalen Williams, who's sitting there with black sunglasses on, which I hate. Do not wear fucking sunglasses in a post-game interview. You're inside. All right? You're inside. Put them on your fucking head.
What about the things that Justin Jefferson wears after the game?
Nah, they're all fucking retarded. All
Space
these guys. Yeah, wait till the Biggie list comes out and you find out all these guys are getting plowed in fucking back rooms by dudes. But Jalen Williams comes out and they go, so what? So how do you feel about the loss? And he goes, well, it sucks, man. There was a lot of money on the line. All right, first of all, dude's making like $20 million a year. And the difference between winning and losing in the championship is like $300,000, right? And then SGA just goes like this. He goes, yeah, it always sucks when there's money on the line. You lost money. And then he's like, after that, they asked a follow-up, and he goes, well, did you see the Bucks celebrating? They're celebrating like that for money. You put money on the line. We're all going to play hard.
Of course.
You're getting $20 million a year.
No, bro, that
but they all play hard for $300,000.
I mean, that's
Like,
what it
how
is.
much more disrespectful can you be?
They're already getting that money.
I
This
know,
is
but how much
extra.
more? But that's why
This is extra, and you're in Vegas.
I get it, but think about what that
That's something
means.
that's already paid.
Think
and
about
this
what
is
that
something
means.
They could win.
Think about what that means.
Well,
That
Tommy,
means
let's give the NBA players their salary if they
month
win
by
the
month,
championship.
month by month. You
And
should
see
get
how
paid.
much they play.
Exactly.
You know?
That's
the
the
same
problem.
thing as it's literally the same thing as a millionaire or a billionaire playing the lottery and winning. It's
I
literally
mean, dude, it's
they already have
literally.
their money and they want more. They gotta
Because
go
here's
win.
what's happening. You're paying them in advance for production at max capacity. So once you start saying, I already got paid, I don't care about those, then what the fuck did I pay you 20, 30 million for? I would only given you 10 if I knew you were going to try 30% of the time, right? There's a reason at 4 Deep and every other company in America, you get paid after you work for the month, right? Like you don't get paid the month before, you're not going to do anything. So if I paid everyone their whole salary for 2025, no one would work by the 15th of January. Right? Like, so, but I mean, it's insane. And then afterwards, they asked him, a follow-up question, and he goes, well, this game doesn't really count in the loss column anyway, so who cares?
I mean, yeah, it does.
So what you said was you
Goes
cared
right on your
personally,
record.
you cared personally about your money, $300,000 compared to 100 million that you're getting. You cared personally about your money. You mentioned that twice, but when it came to the win, you don't fucking care. So fuck the
They don't
fans.
care, Tommy.
Fuck the fans. Fuck the league. Fuck Oklahoma City, who's never won fucking anything ever. And this was their first chance in Vegas to have a big win and feel like they fuck all them. I didn't get $300,000, so man. I would hate this fucking kid. Zab, you're not a big NBA guy like me. How would you feel about this if you were a casual fan? You're on mute. You're on mute, Zab.
Zab, you're on mute. We
You're on
can't hear
mute.
you.
You're on mute.
Can't hear you.
Wow. I mute when Howie talks.
Yeah. Go on. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, the guy's a clown. To come out and just say, "Oh, I only cared because there was $300,000." Well, what's he gonna do the rest of the season? Just not play hard? Unless
Okay, so Scotty said Jalen makes 4.7, so he's still on a rookie deal. Still $5 million, right? He's gonna make fucking $50 million. Obviously, he's one of the best players, but he's making $5 million. Cares that much about $300,000. All right,
a little bit of money goes a long way, though.
he still got $200,000, right, for losing. Because
Yeah.
they give every team something who made like the Final Four or whatever. But I don't care if he got $5 million. I don't care if it doubled his salary for this. You can't come out and say the reason you're mad is because you didn't get more money. You have to come out and say, I feel like we let the city down. We're going to be better next time. Sucks that we didn't get that extra money too, personally. But I really feel bad, like SGA did. But, we should have done better for Oklahoma City. We're going to take the championship now. Fuck this one. We want the real champion.
No, he was honest.
You can't be honest there.
I give him
Well,
credit for
you
being
can be honest to your boys in the locker room.
Yeah,
but why do
you
you
be
need to
honest
be
behind the
hon-
scenes.
I
dude.
give him
Yeah.
credit for being
No,
honest.
you can't,
Because-
Bill.
No, because he said what we all know.
Bill, but the problem is you have to lie in those situations because you're a part of a team. Like, you can't come out and say another team member sucks. You can't come out and say, even if it's honest, you shouldn't say it, right? Like, you can't do those things. So you can't say I'm a selfish prick who doesn't care about the fans.
You want to talk about a team? How about this? Cody Bellinger, who just joined the Yankees, his wife used to fuck Stanton. So now,
What? That's real.
now every fucking day you got to sit next to a guy in the locker room and in the shower with his fucking 12-inch cock
Wait, how did I miss this? What do you mean?
swinging around.
They
His
dated?
wife used to date Stanton
How long ago?
a few years back.
How am I just hearing this now?
That was his
You not know
girlfriend.
this.
That
What?
was his girlfriend. That was
Yeah,
Stanton's
his girlfriend.
girlfriend.
No way.
So now he's just going to be in the stands like, oh, yeah, I saw your wife naked. Now I'm fucking her. And, I mean, Stanton,
sure that's not
too.
what he-
Stanton's an animal. You want
Yeah,
an animal?
you know Stanton's got a hammer.
Yeah.
Stanton's walking around like this.
100%.
Yeah, he's got a actually. He's
And you've probably always been wondering. but
Yeah,
you
now
get
you're
in
gonna
the
see
locker
it.
room, And you're going to see, like, what the fuck? My wife doesn't
And now
like
you're and now Bellinger's
Unless-
bringing his wife
unless-
back around that big schlong.
Unless Bellinger has a big, huge cock, too. Then
mean-
it'd be all right.
Dude, if Stanton's got a hammer, I'd be walking around naked in that locker room all day.
Oh,
Just
they're
letting
gonna
him-
double team her. They're gonna double team the shit out.
I
of her.
mean, how did that relationship end? There's so many things we need to know. Like, do they hate each other? Did it end amicably?
I don't think they hate each other.
Is she having problems with Cody where she might bang Stanton? Is like, I mean, I got to dig into this. I didn't even know this sort of story.
I mean, this sounds like a thread for Tommy.
Did everyone know this a while ago?
Yeah. Well, I knew the second that it happened.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not.
That was like the first thing that happened on Twitter. It was like,
Yeah, I've been
Bellinger's
unplugged
wife
with this move and
fucks
everything.
Stanton.
I've been unplugged. Yeah,
His wife is like a model. She used
Yeah,
to be a
she's
model.
smoking
Or something. Yeah.
yeah. Oh wow, that's crazy. Let's see. They mentioned the starters were playing hard to get the money for the bench guys. They said Mill bench. Yeah, but that's not what Williams was saying. Williams was talking about himself. You would mention that if you were trying to talk about the bench guys. But all right, what do we got in the NBA tonight?
I'm going to parlay the Thunder with the Rockets.
Oh,
And
what
then
happened?
we got, what was that?
that Zap said so.
Oh.
I think Zap froze.
The Knicks are playing the Wolves.
I was gonna say that's gonna be I'm watching that.
Yeah, we're going to watch that. That's going to be fun. Knicks should win that.
Would
Bulls-
bet DiVincenzo props?
He hasn't been good this year.
I know,
No,
but
he's
it's
awful,
this
bro.
game. I'm not, dude. It's playing the Knicks. It's not about him as a player.
He stinks.
It's about
I
his
think
come
he
out.
demanded a trade too. He wants off there because he's not playing. So
Yeah, he doesn't even like play, dude.
yeah, he doesn't play. He demanded a trade and everything. He doesn't even play.
Watch him end up back on the Knicks.
That would be funny. I don't know
Yeah.
if he can anymore after the Brunson thing.
So I'm going right back to the well again in that game. Brunson 20, Towns 15, Towns 10 rebounds, and I added one Towns 3 because he's hit a 3 in every fucking game basically he's played.
He shoots.
Minus 121. So that's been hitting every fucking game except for like 2. So I love that. And I like John Morant tonight in another game, 21.5. I laddered him up to 30 at plus 430. So John Morant, 21.5, laddered up to 30. And Brunson 20, Towns 1-3, Towns 15 points, and Towns 10 rebounds, minus 121.
Okay.
I'm going to take SGA's points too. He usually bounces back after a shitty game.
I mean, Oklahoma City should be out for blood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be out for blood today. Hold on one second, guys.
Other than that, there's not much going on in the NBA.
It says Yankees newcomer Cody Bellinger's love triangle with Giancarlo Stanton could make for an awkward season. Yeah, no shit. I mean, this is gonna be great. It's so funny, bro. I mean, you don't even want to I wouldn't even date a girl that one of my friends dated.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's
even
crazy.
date
But
her.
I mean, keep in mind, Cody went into that relationship knowing about that. So
Yes.
I mean, he can't be that shocked by
Yeah,
it.
but
Like,
it's not like he's.
He probably never thought he'd be teammates.
no, obviously.
You know?
But I mean, what I'm saying is it's not a.
What do you think he thinks now?
Maybe he owns Giancarlo and he's like, "Hi, I've got your bitch," you know.
Well, they were talking about it on the radio yesterday. So, like, one thing they're like, well, she married me, but is that really like,
And like, how much is it really going to? I mean, it's probably obviously will get brought up, but like, is it really going to get brought up that much in the locker
I
room?
have a funny feeling other players will be bringing that up a lot.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Their Yankees team's changed. They're like younger kid, like they want to have fun. Like they had a toga party that supposedly Stanton got mad at. So they're
Soto.
I mean, Soto got mad at. Oh yeah, they're
what a toga is.
How about that toga party with Bellinger and his wife and Stanton instead? It would be fun.
Oh, Stanton fucking peeping his little fucking.
Let that fucking hammer slam.
Then you're gonna have Tommy's boy in the corner, probably smoking weed.
Jazz will be fucking wrong.
Jazz loves smoking weed.
Jazz loves getting fucked up and doing fucking Instagram lives. I love whenever I see him live, it's always something insane. He's the best. Anything else in the NBA you guys are looking at?
I don't know, but one more thing on the Yankees real fast. This is no competition in the American League. You just put the Yankees right into the World Series and let the NL play because there's not even a team that's even close to them.
Yeah,
no team's even close. Yeah. Baltimore's done nothing but sign a 35-year-old Jap who we know Tommy said it on from the beginning that when Japanese players come up, they're awful.
They're always broken, let alone
they'll be injured halfway through the season. They're losing one of their best players. They're losing their best pitcher.
I mean, I told you, I've been telling you this for years. You saw it with Yamamoto. You saw it with Senga. You saw it with Ohtani. Can't pitch the whole year. Like, you can't go get these guys. Like, listen, you want to go get one of those fucking phenoms, fine. But I do not.
No other American League team has done anything.
No, the Yankees are going to run away. I think the Yankees have done way better than the Mets in the offseason, even after losing Soto.
Yeah, well, the Mets.
I mean, you added Bellinger. You added Bellinger as a very competent center fielder and a lefty. We definitely needed a lefty. You added Max Fried, a lefty frontline starter who's going to be your number 2 or number 1. You're looking at fucking. We're adding more players. We added Trevor Williams, the best closer in all of baseball, which was a huge gap.
Devin
Jazz, who can move anywhere on the field, depending. So you have flexibility because of Jazz to go get player at any position, right? You can get a third baseman, a second baseman, an outfielder because you just move Jazz around to whichever position's available. So they have a lot of flexibility. They added a lefty, which was necessary. They had to get Bellinger back, or a lefty back on that team. And I think Bellinger is going to turn from a 20 home run guy to a 25, 30 home run guy because of that porch. So you're looking at the Yankee Stadium right field. That's going to benefit him in there. So
it's going to be,
Yeah, I want 270, 280 hitters. I don't want 210 guys like Alonso who are going to hit 40 homers. I'd rather have someone 270, 280
I would try to get
play the field. He could play first or center. I love the Bellinger part of the deal. Yeah.
I think Bregman's the next deal to get done for the Yankees. So
yeah,
we'll see. But I know other teams are doing anything. The Yankees are going to be just put them right in the World Series against whoever in the National League.
And Aaron Boone will be our coach now for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So basically every year is going to be Dodgers beat Yankees, Dodgers beat Yankees, Dodgers beat Yankees. So that's what's going to happen.
Maybe we'll beat him one year. Who knows?
No, not with Boone. No.
You never know.
It's too stupid. Too bad. He's way too bad. We'll get to NFL in a second. Let's first run through hockey real quick. I have 3 plays for tonight in hockey. Let me see.
Oh, wait. D-Rock has an NBA one. Hold on. Before I do hockey. He's got Andrew Nemhard over 4.5 assists. Tommy's boy.
Yeah, boy. That's my dude.
All right. And he has hockey, too. He's got one hockey.
See. All right, I have hockey play. The fucking hockey again, Bill, on fucking Wednesday or Tuesday. Cost me a fucking perfect night. 7-0, I would have gone. Another overtime loss. I only lose these underdogs in overtime. It's crazy. If I lose, it's overtime almost every
It's
single
literally
time.
insane.
It's fucking nuts. It's like 70% of them lose in overtime if they lose or win. So I have the Flyers plus 136, Penguins plus 136, and Senators minus 129. Those are my 3 hockey plays for tonight.
D-Rock's got Penguins.
Penguins? Okay. We're always on one of the same. So, Penguins, double Tommy D-Rock. That's actually the one I liked third of the 3, too, so that's good. So that gives me a lot more confidence in that one now. So, Flyers, Penguins, Senators. Is there anything else from D-Rock? Anything else in hockey on D-Rock? No? All right. Someone in the chat just said Luke is out. I don't know if that's factor. They're just talking
None of
about
this was
AOD.
fucking playing in the NBA today. They're
Talk
not.
some NFL. Let's get over to it. So we got it.
Let's do the power rankings real fast. I got mine. Hoff, you want to go first?
Power ranking. Tommy G number 1 in pick 'em pool. That's my
It
power
has
ranking.
nothing to do with that.
Power
But
ranking.
go ahead.
Nothing to do with Ruff's rules.
I'm number 1 power ranking. Number 1
It's
power
not Friday, so
Number 1 power ranking.
Number 1, I have the Eagles. Number 2, the Bills. Number 3, the Chiefs. 4, Lions. 5, Ravens.
okay. I like it. Dab.
I have the Chiefs number 1, Bills number 2, Eagles number 3, Lions 4, Steelers 5.
All right, so us three have the same top 3. Well, different orders, but same top 3 so far. Tommy.
Kansas City 1, Bills 2, Green Bay 3,
He has
Steelers
to ruin
4.
it. He has to ruin it.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna be like you guys. Green Bay 3, Steelers 4, and the Rams number 5.
So stupid.
Let's go.
I got
The Rams.
Buffalo 1, Philly 2, KC 3.
That's not the same. That's not what anyone else had.
No, I said the 3 teams, but in different order. They all have the 3 teams in different order.
For Bill, that's a big deal.
Listen up. That's fucking big. You fucked it all up. Buffalo, Philly, Kansas City. Then I added a new number 4 out of nowhere. The Minnesota Vikings. Number 4. Minnesota Vikings. Listen, they haven't.
No,
I
they're
don't
good.
like them, but they've shown me that they can fucking win games. Darnold is winning. They're 12-2. I got to put them in 4. They are 4. I don't want to fucking hear it. Nobody else had them. I'm ashamed of you guys. Then for number 5, listen, I got a 3-way. 3-way. I did 3 teams at 5.
wait,
I
wait,
broke
wait,
the rules.
Wait, no,
If I knew that, I would have had fucking top 10. You're pushing the top 5
What
to
are
the
you
top
doing?
10
You're
now.
doing a top 7?
Listen to me for a
Yeah,
second.
that's 8, Tommy.
My 3 are Detroit, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. Hear me out.
No,
Detroit, listen.
that's illegal.
Listen.
You just ripped
Detroit-
out
Put
4
top
weeks
7.
straight.
Listen,
You have
Detroit
fucking
has
5.
been
weeks.
bad. Detroit has been bad, so I wanted to take them out, but they're not as bad to go out. Philly and Baltimore play each other tomorrow, right? So
No,
whoever
Steelers.
wins, I'm sorry, Pittsburgh, Baltimore play each other tomorrow. So whoever wins that game moves into
That's
the 5
next week.
spot. Moves
No.
into the 5 spot.
That
after
counts
tomorrow.
for next week's rankings.
Nope. I'm doing it for tomorrow.
And they don't play tomorrow anyway. They play
Into
Saturday.
the 5, depending on what Detroit does. So Detroit,
You said Ravens play Philly tomorrow. It's Ravens versus Steelers on Saturday. Get your shit together.
yeah, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, whoever wins the game Saturday.
No.
moves into the
This is
5.
This is
And if
ridiculous.
Detroit wins, so
Yeah.
there you go. That's my
I told you by the end of the season, we'll fuck up every
that's
game.
my
now.
top 7.
Get out of here.
I mean, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That's
Now
the
you just
fucking dumbest thing
now
I've
you get
ever
to
heard.
just put a whole game
I
in your
mean, this
top.
fucking guy talks about me cheating. On
Listen,
things.
I think about
You're
this.
You know what I
failure.
did? You know what I did, Tommy? I put the Ravens in there because I think that they're gonna fucking beat the Steelers on
Right, that's what you're
Sunday.
supposed to
I
do.
like that.
What you're
I like
supposed to
that.
do. No,
But
that's
hold
not
on,
like
but
that. That's what
hold
you're supposed
on.
to do.
Hold on, Hoffman is wrong again. So Hoffman didn't follow directions because you go off of last week's rankings, not what they're going to do tomorrow. So Hoffman's list is
But they
bogus.
also
Bogus.
had Lamar throw
Hoffman's
5
list is
touchdowns.
bogus. You
Yeah,
yelled
and they
at
also
me
just
for
came
having
off the
3.
bye, and Lamar threw 5 touchdown passes.
Hoffman's list
No,
is
you moron.
bogus. He is ranking teams on what they're going to do tomorrow.
No,
And
because if they win,
No,
they go to the top
no.
3.
That's next week's rankings, Hoffman. Next week's rankings.
No.
Yes. Then you
No,
can't get mad at
because
me
if
for
they prove they're gonna go to 3.
You can't get mad at me for putting Pitt and
Then
Baltimore.
go
in there.
just your top 10 and we'll finish ours.
You can't. You can't get mad at me if you did the same thing.
I didn't.
Man, you're
You just won by 3 touchdowns.
basing your top 5 off a game tomorrow.
No, I'm not.
You just said it.
No, I didn't. You're
What
not
did you
listening.
just say?
You're not listening. You're hearing what you want to hear.
You said you put Baltimore at
Put
5
it in.
because they're going to win tomorrow.
No.
What?
I said I put them in because they won last week by fucking 30, and then
Okay.
they're gonna win, and then they're gonna move up into the top 3.
That's not what you said.
Well, that's what you didn't let me finish. You just
No,
started.
it doesn't matter what you were going to say.
Because you didn't let me. You didn't let me like you always do to Tommy. You just kept.
Nope.
Oh, perfect timing for me to plug back in.
No.
Yeah, he talks through you.
Yeah,
No.
that's what he just
Hold
did to me. He
on.
didn't even let me
I didn't
finish.
say anything about his top 5 until it was over. So I didn't even talk about it. He's the one who said it. I spoke an hour later. I didn't even go second. I went 4th. So Stab went after Hoffman. I didn't say shit. Hoffman's just making shit up in his mind.
No, I'm not. You didn't let me finish talking. You started
Wow. Well, when did you want to finish? After everybody was done?
Well, I was continuing to talk, and you were just like, Hoffman did this.
Oh, that was after you were done.
No,
Hold on. You went.
You do it to Tommy every episode.
Hold on.
Every time I put the headphones back on, I hear my name.
You went your top 5, then Zab went, then Tommy went, then I went. So you said that I stopped you?
It was after that, Bill. You want to rewind the fucking show?
Yeah, let's rewind it.
We will. I'll prove you wrong.
Okay, send me the video.
I will after it's done.
We'll update you tomorrow on how that debate between Bill Rupp and Hoffman ends. Zab went to the bathroom. I took a little break on the headphones because my ears were exploding. So I don't really know too much of what's said, but it looked like the chat was enjoying it, so I just let it go.
And you owe me a pound of money for the stupid Cowboys.
Listen, there you go. Get him back. Get him back, Hoff. Go get him. I was rooting for you, Hoffman, the whole time. I knew when Bill stood up, you either had him or he had you. I knew something happened, Bill.
Oh, I had him.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
All right, next topic. Let's talk about the game tonight. Denver Broncos, Los Angeles Chargers. I still say San Diego Chargers 5 years later.
San
Anyone else?
Diego
I mean, I can't
Superchargers.
say Los Angeles
No, you're
Chargers.
the only one.
And I can't say Los Angeles Angels in baseball. It's Anaheim. It's Anaheim Angels.
Learn the
This
team.
line has been dropping significantly. This line opened at -4. It's down to -2.5 for the Chargers, and all the money's on Denver. So
I'm
Tommy
all
G,
over Denver.
Tommy G, this is important. Tommy G, coming out the gate, 1 point play. Los Angeles Chargers -2.5 tonight.
Well, we're opposite.
That's fine. Are you going to put it as a play in your Rupp's rules? You
No,
have an
no,
advantage.
no.
Listen, you're behind me tremendously. There's a leverage spot for you here. You could gain 2 points.
I could.
Guess what? They're my 2-point play this week.
Let's go.
Oh.
The same as Tommy. Chargers.
Chargers.
Now I gotta fucking write it down. Gosh.
Bill, you want to play on this one?
No, I have no play.
I feel like that was a savvy move by Hoffman there. I don't think he was putting them in as a 2-point
No, I
play.
haven't.
He said I did him as 1, and he gains a point on me if it wins to take my play to tie me.
Well, I was waiting for Bill to say he was going with Broncos because I was going to say they're my 1 point play also.
Broncos?
Oh, we got a lot of
Nah.
action.
Zab, you on
Chargers.
Broncos or Chargers? Chargers?
Chargers. I had to wait for my dogs to stop barking.
All right, so there's 3 of us on the Chargers. Hoffman
And I'm
won up
on
me to a
Denver.
2-pointer to tie me for tomorrow. I know what he did there. And then, Bill, are you putting it in as a play?
What? I'm not.
You're not. Okay.
But I am on Denver.
Okay. So I am on the Chargers -2.5 along with the guys. And this line is very interesting. I think Denver sucks. Honestly, I think Denver's a bad
I don't
football
think
team.
Denver sucks.
I
I
don't-
just think the Chargers need to win this game more than them. And
Yeah.
they've been playing shitty. And like normally,
Quarterback is dead. He's been sacked like 30 times in the last 3 games.
Mhm.
He can't fucking do anything. Bo Nix 2+ touchdown passes. Denver wins this game. Let's go Denver.
they
I
might.
think that is a low scoring
Tommy, you
shootout.
2 1 point for you said?
1-pointer for me.
And you 2, Zab?
Yeah, well,
And Hoffman 2.
Two.
Okay.
All
Talk.
right, you got it. All right. You don't have anything else, Bill? Nothing for you.
No, I'm not doing this game, but I am on Denver.
All right, so you're on Denver. All right, so let's talk about why we think Zab. Give us a rundown on this game. Who's in, who's out, what we're looking at.
a couple injuries for Broncos. Jalen McLaughlin is out. They're running back, so it's going to be all Javonte Williams and Audric Estime. And Riley Moss, their cornerback, is also out. For the Chargers, Hayden Hurst is supposed to return from IR and play tonight. Jeez, no.
Bill Rupp is an alpha male.
You know it.
I mean,
Thank you, Mike.
Christ.
wow.
You're looking good too, Bill. We're flexing from the gym.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, when they win, when the Chargers all lose in Denver, I'm gaining points on all you guys. Fucking great.
In what?
To contact you.
You won't gain a point
You guys
unless you
only have
win your
2 games
games.
left. I'll have 3 games
Well, you
left.
won't gain a point.
And then I'm going to gain when I win 3 in a row again. You guys only have 2 left.
All right, let's see. You won't gain a point, though.
I'm going to gain
win your game.
much points.
Yeah. So
Well, you need
Pickens
2 weeks to catch me.
Pickens ruled out? Come on. They ruled Pickens out
You
already?
catch me and Tommy in 1 week, or do you
I
need
saw him
2
earlier doing runs on the sideline. So
You can't catch me.
I think if
I
you
just,
just 0.
I just saw Pickens ruled out from Dwayne. So, not for tonight. But for
he's
Saturday.
listed it.
Yeah, that's fine. I think
Underdog just posted
Listen,
it.
guys, if you think the Ravens are going to win it tomorrow, you might as well bet them to win the division. Because if they fucking or Saturday,
I was just going to say the same thing off.
yeah, if they win, I'm going to bet them to win the division now.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh
They-
can't win without Pickens.
Yeah, Pittsburgh can't win without Pickens, and I think Baltimore having the bye later in the season is massive advantage.
Did you see that crazy stat?
No, what
This
is it?
is only Lamar Jackson's second game at home against Pittsburgh. They play him
Really?
twice a year. They play him once at home every single year. He's been in the league for like 7 years. It's only his second game. 2 of the games he missed because he was inactive. 1 because I think he was a rookie, and 1 because he was week 18 sitting. And then 3 games he was injured for. So he's only played them once before at home. It's crazy.
Zach says in the chat, Broncos win. They clinch playoff spot. First time since 2015.
That's great.
So they got a lot on the line.
Nick sucks against any
They got a lot on the line tonight. Let's go.
All right. So, Zab, what are we looking at for props plays? What are you thinking about in this game?
I like Bo Nix rushing tonight. I do like that. He went 6 for 61 last time they did play. His line sitting at 21.5.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, FanDuel just came out with that same whenever you could adjust the line to whatever you like. So I altered him down to 15 yards. Cortland Sutton's in a good spot. We just watched Mike Evans go off against this defense last week. So, but like you said, I think Chargers come out and they need to win. I think they're going to lean heavily on Ladd McConkey. So I like Ladd a lot tonight. Patrick Surtain does not travel into the slot. That's where Ladd McConkey is going to be all night, and he is just going to catch probably 7, 8, 9 passes and go for. I think he goes for about 80 yards at a score. So I do like Ladd McConkey a lot tonight.
Bo Nix's rushing is very weird. I mean, it's completely. I'm taking his rushing over tonight too, but it's absurd. Like he either rushes like 8 times for 45 yards or like 2 for 5. It's so weird how it is. Like his rushing totals are 35, 25, 47, 3, 9, 61, 75, 4, 36, 5, 5, negative 5, 4, 23. Like there's no like 16-yard game, 12-yard game. It's either 5 or 40.
Yeah,
Like,
Pickens
it's
is
nuts.
out. They just said it. I just said the thing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, what is his injury?
Hamstring.
Diva.
And they already clinched the playoff spot too. So they're looking to save him
His
for the
injury is
playoffs.
Diva.
Schefter just put out McCaffrey, Mason, and Elijah Mitchell all out to season-ending injuries. And it looks like they'll be without Isaac Garindo for Sunday's game against Miami. They've got no running
By
backs.
the way, when he said McCaffrey, he's talking about CMC,
Yeah.
not Ladd. Ladd McConkey. Yeah, I mean, listen, this helps me a little bit for FFWC, I guess, because I was going to have to decide between Pickens, Ladd, Neighbors, and Amon-Ra, but now I don't. So that's the only benefit for me right there. But that sucks. I hate when Pickens doesn't play. Ladd McConkey needs to go. Is he 100% now? Is he good?
Yeah, he's good to go. And
Right.
like I said, he draws a great matchup. So
Yeah, I mean, listen, you always have Quentin Johnson, obviously, with the upside there, always finds the box. I'm going to be, what are you going to say there? Tough. Is he on Surtain? Surtain's not going to shadow him, is he? Yeah?
he's probably going to get Surtain treatment tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadow?
They always
Does
just put
Surtain
him.
shadow every game?
Typically. If they're going to shadow him just because then they can double up on Ladd. They could just probably move the safety over on Ladd. So
Yeah.
I was there when I was at the Broncos game versus the Raiders. He was on Bowers the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Is there a chance of him running on to Ladd?
No, because Ladd's going to stay in the
He
slot.
doesn't venture into the slot at all, right?
He doesn't venture into the slot. So.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers had like 150 yards that game.
Yeah, so I really don't love this game tonight, guys. I don't. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game at all. Total's 41. I can see this thing being a rock fight. This is a big game. There's a division rivalry. There's a lot on the line. I would not be shocked if this game ends like 17-14 or something like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be-
At the same token, it's Thursday night, so whatever you expect, the opposite happens. I would not be surprised if it ends 32-30.
I
right?
just
So,
that's how I think it goes.
yeah, I'm
Really
just
big shootout, Bill.
I'm doing 1 touchdown each team each half, and 2. 1 is plus 230, I believe, or 260. I did, and 2 is plus 6,000. So it's worth a little bit of a sprinkle on it because in case this game goes nuts.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, listen,
because everyone's thinking the game goes under, right?
right. Whenever that happens, that's what I'm saying.
There's gonna be like
Should.
an 85-year-old.
The opposite
bomb
happens
the
every
first
time.
play.
I've just really been dialing back the Thursday night. I mean, even on Monday night, like you had the 2 games. It's just I was on fucking fire, absolutely in the NFL. Last 2 weeks, I'm up 55 units on Sundays in the last 2 weeks, and I fucking jump on the fucking Monday night shit. Like the Monday and Thursday, I just suck at them. So I don't know what everyone else does. I'm great on Sunday. I can't get these island games right.
What's Herbert's rushing tonight?
I think there's 6 or 9.
Is it that high?
I think it's like 6.5, maybe
9.5
No.
on FanDuel. Wow.
9.5.
Wow, you can't even move.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, you like that, Huff?
He's hurt. I don't know. Potentially, I gotta look. But he's been running more.
Yeah.
I like. I'm gonna take Nick Bonito sack.
He's
Minus 125. So Zab on FanDuel it says sack, right? And then on DraftKings it says over 0.25 sack. So if he gets a half a sack on DraftKings, it cashes. On
Yep.
FanDuel you lose.
No,
No,
It's a cap.
you win.
it's a sack. So it's a half
Doesn't
sack. It's
matter
still
if
sack.
half.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
go
so
ahead.
you win or you lose
You win.
on both. And of course Zach.
Yeah,
or
he's saying you win on
Zach
both.
freezes.
He's saying you win on both. He said it twice. You win on both.
Yeah, you win it both.
Now he's free.
Am I back now?
Yeah, you're back now.
Draft.
Now you're gone.
And you're just give us a thumbs up if you win on both when you unfreeze. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, everyone said, but you win on both. Yeah. So, were there
Minus
any
125 on DraftKings.
kicker props in this game?
Kickers are awful. I'm never betting kickers anymore.
I've actually had a lot of success with kickers so far.
They can't make shit.
Yeah. So, listen, you guys could pick this game. I'm literally Lad McConkey. That's where I'm going to be going. And even that I'm worried about because it's fucking Faction Thursday. So, Chargers is my play. That's where I feel very confident. I feel very confident in the Chargers in this game. I feel like Bo Nix makes a mistake or two. You guys saw it last week. He let Indy run away with that game, and then Jonathan Taylor gave it right back. So he's got to play downhill. I think the coaching staff of the Chargers is going to be smart enough to play a little more press man and force Nix to hit the ball in tighter spots and give him the back end. So give him the long ball, because that's what you need to do. You need to move up against Nix. I think the Chargers do it. I think Nick – actually, you know what? Bo Nix interception. That's what I'm betting.
I was going to bet that too.
There it is. So let's see what that is.
I've been doing good with the interceptions lately.
Bo Nix throwing a pick.
Hit both of them
Bo
on the.
Nix interception minus 152. I'm sure there's a better line out there somewhere. Let me see. What's in our draft game?
Honestly, they probably both will throw one. What's Herbert's? Yeah.
I love Bo Nix interception, actually, now that I'm looking at this. This is. What'd you say, Hoffman?
They probably both will throw one, him and Herbert.
Yeah, I don't mind the Herbert 2+ passing, but Nix. Let me just see what the best line is. Give me a second. So, interception 135 on 365, 145 on DraftKings. Is that right?
Yeah.
So, FanDuel has the highest number, actually. So, FanDuel
Yeah,
is
usually they have the
152.
highest.
Bet365 is 135, and then DraftKings, MGM, and Rivers are all in between 135, like 140, 143, 145. So there is a 135 hanging out there at Bet365. So that's the number I would take. Bo Nix pick. I love that. Anything else here on this game, boys?
Devon Vele is sneaky. Chargers are pretty bad against slot wide receivers, so I don't mind going to Vela. If they're going to faction this game, it's going to be Sutton and Ladd probably get it, and Devon Vela could be a good, and he's in a good spot. So Chargers
The
are bad
only
against.
reason I'm not as worried about the faction is because it's a big game, right? Because this is a monster game for both these teams. It's a game that, I mean, realistically, Cincinnati's still lurking. I know everyone's kind of writ them off, but they're still lurking there, and they just need one of these two teams to go on a little losing streak to end the season, and all of a sudden you can see Burrow slide in. So there's a must-win game for these two teams. Not must-win, but a big game for both these teams. Anything else on this? No? Good? All right. Anything else in general, or we get out of here?
Nope.
All right. Bill, final words.
What?
Final words.
Let's go Denver tonight.
All right. Let's not go Denver. Zab, final words.
Trucker Joe is killing it over at One Up Parlay. He won again. He's up $1,400. He's won 9 contests. He took first and second in a contest last night.
I mean, it's how many people now signed up for that?
I don't know, guys. And only 3 people cashed in his contest, and it was him, and
Free
he
money,
won
guys.
2.
There's overlay everywhere.
Yeah, and he's killing it. And he's just putting in 4 easy props. He put in, I think, the college football prop I put out, Tommy's football play, and I think a Rupp basketball play.
He's just taking our plays that we're giving out, combining them, and winning all the money. Yeah,
yes,
awesome.
Yep. So he's killing it. Get over there. Tommy G gets you up to
Promo code
$250
Tommy G.
deposit match.
Yep, so. Promo code Tommy G over at Wanna Parlay. All right, we're good. Hoffman?
I'm mad at you that we're not in the Circa Pick'em.
Yeah, we would have lost probably.
No.
Yeah, I would have pretend we would have.
Next year.
All right, for Luke Hoffman, the Great Zabowski, and Bill Rupp, get over to the description on the YouTube page or the link in my Twitter bio. Buy the bowl guide. Bowl season is upon us. $49 is a $69 guide. It's $20 off right now. $49. Every bowl game, bets, breakdowns, live, living, breathing document that will be there on game day and the night before. You won't find anything better. 152 units in the last 3 years in that bowl guide. Get in there now. Sign up. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
And for everybody who signs up, I have a contest coming out for the college football playoff tomorrow. So it's only for subs. So you got to be in it. Got to be a sub to be in it. Let's go!
Let's see
Did
that
I
show.
fucking say final words?
Bye, guys.
I gave you your final words.
Not even ended yet.
Fucking